We now have one of the most comprehensive updates in Dogecoin's history, with a lot of cool new things added on. It's this extensive, the work's still being done. Shows you why Dogecoin is head and shoulders above many of the other cryptocurrencies out there. No one wants to work on it. Their teams are not motivated. Dogecoin, on the other hand, because it's such a community-centric coin, because the community comes first, and because people in the community love helping out, and we have one of the kindest, most amazing communities out there. That's why there's still a lot of work going into it. That's why people are still taking the time and the energy to put a lot of updates on Dogecoin and to fix a lot of the things that are broken, but also add a lot of new cool things as well. Take a look at this. The new things: seed phrase support. The Dogecoin now generates QR codes on the fly in text, JPEG, libraries needed, dependencies, MSVC, CMake, network awareness, the Moon, which I happen to like the name of this one here. Dogecoin can now give you the current moon phase Unicode according to the current moon phase. It's up to you what you do with it. Fixes/enhancements. I mean, just the list goes on and on. And everyone in the comment section very excited to see this, as you should be, because this amount of work in this market is proof Dogecoin is here to stay, and it's continuing to get better every single day. Also, Elon Musk is doing something similar with Twitter. Take a look at this. In just 5 months since the Elon Musk takeover, it's crazy to think it's only been that long. In just that amount of time, we are now at 500 million plus new active users on Twitter. He's released many new features in the shortest time period in Twitter's history, became the most downloaded app, which I think is pretty dang cool in just that amount of time. And also on top of that, improved ad relevance, removed the bad stuff, that and other things as well. More output with less staff, reduced bots, scams and hate speech as well on the reduce. Improved engagement for advertisers, expose the truth via Twitter files, remove censorship. All-time high in daily users, restored free speech, removed more bad stuff, community notes debunking propaganda and misstatements, launched Twitter Blue globally, introduced verified badges for company accounts, creator monetization and Twitter payments in the making, open source code for recommended tweets next week. I mean, my goodness, the list goes on and on and on. It's awesome to see Elon Musk doing this, and of course, he a little bit of a humble brag there. It's a start. Yes, we get it, Elon. Just like in similar vein, this is just a start with Dogecoin, right? A ton of awesome new stuff added, but it's just a start. No big deal. Two things that I happen to love a lot, both getting significantly better over time. You can see a little bit more of an in-depth if you want to go to github.com/Dogecoin Foundation/libdogecoin/release/tag V0.12. You can actually get a lot more of the details and specifics if you would like to participate in Dogecoin development as well. Send me a message and I will help to connect you. And you can do it. Be a Dogecoin dev. You can do it yourself. A lot of people working on it. But what needs to be worked on as well on top of that is, of course, this. If you take a look at the average inflation in Africa in 2021, we are seeing some crazy numbers. So many countries have more than 20%. Many other countries, 10 to 20, 5 to 10. 5 to 10 is a similar vein as the US, but all the countries above 10% inflation, think about what that does to your economy. Think about the devastating effects that you're going to see with that level of inflation. It's definitely scary, as Africa's $86 billion banking system, according to CNBC, is about to be shaken up by Bitcoin. Of course, Dogecoin, we know it's going to play a role. CNBC doesn't quite know that yet. They're still a little bit on the outs, but they are very much correct in this, because this is a broken system in Africa. It does take a super long time to send money. It's extremely complex. The governments running the currencies there are not very good at what they do. In many cases, some are. Most either could be better. Even the United States could be significantly better. But in Africa, there's some countries, because they're smaller, and they've also had a number of bad things happen within the last few decades, really. Because of that, Africa is in a position where it desperately needs cryptocurrency, and the people bringing it to Africa are doing a service that's not only good for crypto, but especially good for the people in Africa. As we also see this Yellow Card, which is currently one of the top cryptocurrency exchanges in Africa. The guy who started this has already made it up to 1.8 billion in transactions just since 2019. So a lot of people using this. It's growing fast. Yellow Card, if you're in Africa, check it out. I believe this one will be one of the primary exchanges used in Africa. As we also have seen this, which is kind of crazy. This is looking at Germany. Declined for the first time since 2010 in property prices, a pretty significant decline of almost 0.5%. That is likely going to be significantly more extensive as we continue to go. And when you look into the details of this, 0.5% on the weekly scale equals close to 5% over that entire quarter. That's an insane decline. 5% in a single quarter. Now, yes, we saw a lot of increase ahead of that, not just in Germany, similar numbers to other parts of the world. Elon Musk says that's peanuts. I mean, yeah, with the United States, we have the ability for it to go way worse than this. So it's scary. We're already starting to see these effects as governments have gotten way, way, way more woke and way, way, way less logical. Not that you can't necessarily, in theory, you could have someone who is woke and a good president of a country. It's just difficult because one of the things that happens when you're too woke is that you stop looking at logic and you start looking at things to virtue signal, which is an extremely destructive principle that very rarely ever does anything good for society, especially not in the long run, even if it has temporary benefits. Even those are rare, though, which is why we're in a very bad position on a global scale, and crypto's even more needed than ever. But you know it's not in a bad position, the like button, because it has all of us to like and comfort it. When will we actually see Dogecoin to the moon, says Brian Cathart. The answer is tomorrow. NASA sure says June 2023. Is that when you're referring to, I believe, the moon landing? Yeah, we're looking at 2023 most likely for the moon landing. It was supposed to happen in 2022, according to Elon Musk. Of course, like many things with space, it was delayed. Sad, but true. I was hoping because it was Elon Musk, he would be able to stick to it when in most cases, it's not possible to stick to those time frames with literally anything else with space. Hoping Elon Musk would be the difference maker. Unfortunately, he was not. But you can see this. Elon Musk is now dating GM CEO Mary Barra. Look at them. What a cute couple. You can see they're holding hands. Both CEOs living the CEO life. Except for one thing. It's not real. It's AI generated. AI generated image. There are currently no reports of any communications between Mary and Elon Musk. And Elon even said, yeah, I would never wear that outfit either, which he does. And look at the look on his face. It does not look real. Elon Musk doesn't. She looks a little bit more real. But even still, if you actually I looked at real pictures of her. I can go ahead and actually show you this. So, if you look at Mary Barr in real life, I feel like AI did a disservice to her. I feel like she looks worse as AI than in real life. See, like, the AI did a massive disservice. Mary Barra, we are sorry that AI did that to you. Definitely IRL better for both Elon Musk and also for Mary. They look better in real life. That's just that's just simple truth. It is. Now, they're not going to be looking good together anytime soon because, they're apart, and that's a fake news story. But still, we're worth keeping in mind. We're worth keeping in mind, indeed, that you probably should be careful whenever you're looking online. You may or may not be looking at an AI-generated image, and if you are, how will you even know in the future? It's going to get better. It's going to get harder to detect. Literally, you may not be able to believe your eyes when literally anyone has access to it. Here's a few more pics of the happy couple. Okay, they look better than the... Okay, that's just bad. I'm so sorry, Mary. That's just awful. Elon's not. That's not good for him either. This one's better. Okay, there we go. This one's probably the most justifiable one because it does actually look a good amount like them. This one as well. You can kind of tell a little bit of the fakeness. It looks kind of like maybe the Polar Express type animation, a little bit there mixed with reality. She looks actually very real though in this. He looks less real because he has a little bit more of like a weird plasticky look. But wow, it's just weird to think in a matter of seconds you can generate stuff like this. Oh wow. Wow, look at this. Elon Musk getting married. I'm not sure who that is, but there's another one. What the heck? Mid-Journey really messes up their face. Oh wow, that one's even worse. I mean, what are you gonna use AI for? Are you just gonna? You can use it for anything you want. Are you gonna abuse your power with AI? I mean, are you gonna use it? Let's say you have a test. Let's say you have something for work. Are you gonna use it for that and cheat? I feel like a lot of people will. Especially if one of your jobs is you are creating graphics for people or you're trying to create photorealistic images. AI is going to just completely take over that field. I mean, how in the world can human beings, once AI even gets even better than this, and it's already scary how good it is, how are human beings going to be able to compete with that? I don't think they will be. And when that happens, good luck to humanity. I mean, it could, look, there's a possibility it could be very good, increasing efficiency of human beings, increasing the ability for us to actually get things fast and have access to technology. I mean, it's not necessarily the end of the world. It could be a positive. It's just going to have to be extremely controlled. And there's going to have to be a plan in place to make sure that it does not go out of control and does not get crazy. Someone said, why are you talking about it? For one very simple reason. Because it's terrifying and also very awesome at the same time. And I think if you're not paying attention to it, then you're not in the loop. You absolutely need to be. By the way, the cryptocurrency exchange Yellow Card, which I briefly mentioned in this live stream, 26-year-old CEO, 10 months, it's all it took. Africa had been ignored, of course, by many of the symptoms consistent with some of the diseases that are bouncing between 21 different countries in the continent. And as you see, Yellow Card started to kind of use digital cash in a way that helped through the pandemic, and then has moved on to being a more broad exchange, and they're continuing to grow at a pretty fast rate. It's just a cool story. I mean, I like to see stuff like this happen in crypto. We know Elon enjoys his freedom. Yes, that's true as well. And right now, Dogecoin is currently at number 8. And you have to keep in mind, USD Coin and Tether, number 3 and number 5, don't really count. So actually, Dogecoin currently, believe it or not, is at number 6 in the world of the largest cryptocurrencies. All it has to do to become the crypto of Earth is pass Cardano, which it's not that far behind, XRP, BNB, Ethereum, and Bitcoin. That's 5 coins it has to pass to become the crypto of Earth. If you think that's impossible, then you just don't know Doge. Anyway, I'm Matt Wallace. This is Final Stand, and I'll see you in the next video. Also, Alex says Matt to the moon. Alex to the moon as well. All right, later.